Okay, Mike Linn again, Terranova Nursery and Design. Over at Terranova, we have lots of plants and pottery and different things to buy, but we're also a design center. So we have a lot of concrete paver displays. We have travertine displays out front where you can actually walk on them and feel them. And this is one of our stone displays, and I wanted to go over a couple products with you really quick. So number one is when you're doing travertine, you want to get the highest quality travertine you can. I've tried to save money before, this was years ago, by getting a cheaper travertine because I thought price would be good, and it ended up having a lot of pits in it. So in other words, this right here is a pit. Now this is a heavily veined, colorful product. This is premium. This is the highest quality of this color you can get. And the customer can choose to keep the pits, which actually give it some aesthetics, but it's a high quality stone, but it does cause green algae to grow, and it's a little harder to clean. So when we're doing a product like this, if the customer wants, we come back and grout those pits in. But it does cost more money to do that, and it makes it look awesome. But you always want to make sure you're getting the highest quality available. With some stones like this one, this is called Leo Onyx Vein, which means it has a lot of character in it. You're going to get some pitting. Some different colors, like Leonardo down here, there's very little pitting, and it's also very colorful like this. So you got to know what you're buying, know what the application is, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So the application for this stone is you want to go down about 4 inches, get the dirt out of there, and put in a crushed concrete base. If the product is white in its travertine, you need to use a limestone, because concrete can actually come through the stone. This is a porous stone, it's a natural stone, and it can actually cause discoloring in the stone. So a contractor that knows what they're doing, if you're using a bright white paver like this, well, this is actually marble, but it can cause problems if you put it on concrete. You want to use a limestone base. So what they do is they excavate 4 inches down, get the dirt out of there, put in crushed limestone. They plate tamp it with a heavy duty plate compactor, wet it a little bit to really get it compact. They might go over the top of it with a little bit of sand to get it perfectly level. Make sure that all the travertine, of course, is headed towards where the water should go, not towards the house. I cannot tell you how many times I've walked up to a job and the water is going towards their door. Unbelievable. And that's just simply a contractor that doesn't know what they're doing. So a lot of contractors hire subcontractors. We do the same. And you actually have to make sure that those subcontractors aren't new to the industry, and they understand that water needs to run the right way. It is probably one of the biggest problems we see when clients call and complain that they need to redo their patio, is water's puddling. In fact, I'm doing a big job right now for a client, and they laid his upper deck in tile, and there's a big puddle of water that sits every time it rains on this multi-million-dollar home. The contractor who built the house was amazing. He did a beautiful job, but when he hired the subcontractor to do the tile, of course, he didn't know what he was doing, and the water ran to the middle of the patio instead of off the edge of the patio, where there was a drip edge for the water to run off. So we're back in there. It's costing him about $30,000 to fix this problem, so you don't want that to happen. So always make sure that the water is going into a drain system. I'm going to show you this. This right here is called Deco Drain. Okay, this is a big one. I suggest in Florida because we get some pretty heavy-duty rainfalls. This is a tape that protects it while you're installing it. But this is what we call a 3-inch Deco Drain. This goes down into the crushed concrete or the crushed limestone before they install the pavers. They make sure that all the water's running this way into the drain and this way into the drain, or this is up against the house. And then the water runs into the drain before it reaches the foundation. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that too. You got water coming into the house because the water from the paver patio, whether it's travertine or concrete, has now seeped into the foundation, seeped through the concrete block, and now it's damaging the wood floors inside or the carpet. Okay, so this is another great option. Right here, this is travertine. Travertine is quite expensive, and when you lay it out on your patio, A lot of customers don't want to see this in their patio, even though it looks okay. We've done it many times. But this stone can actually go over top of this, and the water drains through into the deco drain and then goes out into the drain system. Okay, so this is expensive. This is about $47 a linear foot. This is going to run you about $22 a linear foot, give or take on how wide this is. The 2 inch is a little cheaper. I always suggest 3 inch because we get really big downfall rains here in Florida. So this is a shell stone deco drain, and it comes from Harmony Stone. All right, Harmony Stone is one of our suppliers, great guys over there if you want to visit their showroom. And that is deco drain for a travertine patio. Okay, Mike Linn again, Terranova Nursery and Design. Come out and see us. Remember, we're here to make Tampa Bay beautiful. That's our purpose. Keep customers happy. If you like what you hear today and you want more knowledge about hiring a contractor, all the things we go over, subscribe below and come out and see us. And make sure you share this with your friends, and make sure that you do everything in your life to create peace, not war. All right, Mike Linn, Terranova Nursery and Design. Terranova Outdoor Living.com is where you find us.